Well, I hope the evening goes well for Tad.
Where's Palmer?
Who?
Palmer Cortlandt, your husband.
In the pits of hell is where I wish he was, and he won't be my husband much longer. Where's Langley?
Well, Langley is in a professor's reunion in Nevada.
How long is it going to be before you and Palmer forget that little squabble and get back together again?
Well, let's see, Phoebes, just how long do you think it would take you to forgive Langley if he slept with Janet Green?
Slept with Janet Green?
Yeah.
Aunt Phoebe.
Ladies? I need a sherry.
Why don't we...
Oh! You unspeakable cad.
Let a girl, Phoebes. Give it to him with both barrels.
Phoebe, in the name of our long friendship, please.
Villainous, faithless coward.
Phoebe, watch your language.
Scoundrel.
Well, she who is without sin cast the first stone.
Well, of all your unspeakable indiscretions, this is the most vile, the most putrid, the most sordid.
Can I talk to you a sec? Sure. Before you get the festivities cranked up, can Hayley and I steal the mic for a second? We have an announcement to make. Just a little announcement.
Fine. Help yourself. We're still waiting for Eric.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Ready?
So I think the lovebirds are going to make the announcement themselves. Hi, what's going on here?
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? I have an announcement to make. Or rather, Hayley and I have an announcement to make. Well, we did it. We eloped to Elk Green last night. Yes, she finally has done me the great honor of becoming my wife.
Clap, will you?
You know, I never thought that I would be lucky enough to meet and fall in love with somebody like Hayley. I know many of you in this room have known her longer than I have. Some of you have even watched her grow up. On a darker note, I know a few of you have your doubts about what kind of husband I will be, so I would like to go on record right now in saying that I will love you for better or worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do us part. A toast. A toast to my beautiful and radiant bride, Mrs. Hayley Vaughn McIntyre. Toast.
Here, here. Cheers.
Hey, Matt. Hey, Matt.
What?
Look, could you do me a favor and take some champagne up to room 44?
Sure.
Okay. I'm sorry, it's my turn. My turn. I don't have much to say. I just want you all to raise your glasses and make a toast to my husband. Sparkling cider. My husband, the only man I know who could put up with me for the rest of his life. Oh, I love you.
You know, Tad is making an announcement tonight, and he's already mentioned to me that he's thinking about moving to Napa.
Well, I know he's told me that he's tired of shuttling back ghosts.
Well, yeah. What does that mean as far as Jamie is concerned? I mean, you know, joint custody is perfectly fine as long as Tad is here in Pine Valley, but in California, Now, I know that you couldn't represent me, but can you recommend somebody to me if I'm going to need any legal help?
Yeah, sure I can, but I tell you what, before we even think about that, why don't we just go in and see what he has to say, huh? Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, could I have your attention, please? Welcome. Tonight's festivities are to celebrate Cutting Edge with Erica Kane, a production sponsored by the Orsini Vineyards. As CEO of Orsini, it's indeed an honor for me to be able to pay tribute to the very talented staff and crew of the show. They're a first-rate group of people. But tonight's little shindig also gives me the opportunity to publicly announce my last official function as CEO, and that is to retire, effective immediately. I'm going to resign and turn the leadership of the company over to Mr. Lionel Gwynn, a much respected friend and associate. I know you all will join me in wishing him well. Now, on a more personal note, Many of you here knew and loved Noel Orsini. My decision to step down as CEO is one that I know that she would support and approve. Because to Noel, there was nothing more important than family. And now, hopefully, I'll have the chance to enjoy mine. Because apart from being the full-time producer of The Cutting Edge with Eric Kane, I also intend to be a full-time husband and father. So before I turn the microphone over to the dazzling star of the show, I would like to thank my family for not disowning me in this time of trouble and helping me make a very difficult decision, starting with my father, Dr. Joseph Martin, and Opal Cortandt. And last but not least, my good friend and co-parent, Miss Brooke English. Now, as luck would have it, I can't turn the microphone over to our star because she's not here. But if she was, I know that she'd be positively overflowing with praise for her new producer. And why not? I'm the best there is.
Oh, that's for sure.
And she should know because she's no slouch either. As for the show, folks, I think the numbers say it all. We've got a hit. So relax and enjoy. Thank you for coming.
So you're not moving west?
No, my roots are here. Thank you for helping me to realize that.
Have you seen his desserts here?
Yeah.
Ty, you've been eyeballing them. I know you have. Go ahead. I'll check out.
Go on.
Opal? Well, you heard what Tad had to say, and he was speaking directly to us. Nothing really matters except family.
Why don't you go back to Daisy?
Opal, you have every right to your anger. I've been a fool, and I made a hideous mistake. But I love you, Opal, and I'll always love you. Have dinner with me tomorrow.
My date's waiting.
Erica always been so...
Full of herself, self-absorbed, overbearing.
Yeah, that about covers it. Any advice?
When you see a freight train coming, get off the track.
Thanks.
Well, on the upside, Erica is so irritating that you often find the most unlikely of people bonding in the strangest of places.
Like a public restroom?
You know, the only thing I can tell you, Maria, is, as far as Erica is concerned, never try and play it her way. Stick to your guns and just try and live life as if she is not around.
The only problem is that that's like trying to ignore a typhoon.
It's virtually impossible.
Oh, well, my, what have we here? An impromptu meeting of the Edmund Grey Appreciation Club? Comparing notes?
Not about Edmund.
Oh, then that would leave just one subject, me. Well, no need for a lengthy speech, Maria. A simple thank you would do.
A thank you for what?
For my brilliant public relations work.
Well, thank you, Erica. Thank you for so brilliantly reminding everyone that poor, pathetic me can't have any children, and that because of that, I pitch irrational fits.
You did her in beautifully, Erica.
I saved your reputation, your entire career. Without me, your career would be swirling down one of those porcelain
Without
bowls
you,
right now.
I would not even be in this position.
You mean without Edmund? He is the one who wrote the article. Boy, you two, such wannabes, you don't have any clue what it means to be a real celebrity.
Well, I guess this is where the action is. What round of this cat fight are we in?
No, Maria may have grown up scratching and clawing, but some of us have had a proper upbringing.
Is it proper to humiliate your family in public?
You know, you've always been jealous of me. Luring the men I cast aside and feeding on my leftovers. And now it looks like you have Maria lining up right behind you.
Oh, on that note, I think I better go before I try out some of my old rodeo tricks on you, Erica.
Charming.
One day, Erica, you'll learn. fame does not equal class.
And one day you'll learn that it takes more than one battered homeless girl crashing a party to make you a real celebrity.
A real celebrity? That's you all over. I wonder what it would take to make you a real person.
Those two. The way they ganged up on me.
They were pussycats next to you, honey bunch. You are wearing your mean streak on your sleeve tonight, girlfriend. What is eating at your heart?
Vultures. I mean, the whole town is full of vultures.
Oh, they'll take up all the good air out here.
It's in short supply in there.
Are you okay? I just saw Maria in the ladies' room, and she sort of had the same expression as you have.
Oh, thanks to Erica, pushing her over the cutting edge.
I thought maybe it was more than Erica.
We're handling things.
You know, for what it's worth, that article that you wrote about in vitro, it really touched me.
I wish I never wrote it.
I think it was a very sensitive piece. I think it's going to help a lot of couples.
And it hurt one fantastic woman. Brooke, I wrote that straight from the heart. You know what it got me? Maria is miserable, and our personal lives are shredded on national trash television.
I'm really sorry.
Sorry, you don't, okay? It's not like it's the end of the world. A lot of great couples never had kids.
You know, before I had Jamie, I went for quite a few years not being able to conceive.
When you and Adam were married?
You know, the doctor said that there were, any number of reasons why, and they really didn't think there was much hope. I mean, it's why Adam and I split. But then suddenly, out of the blue, there was Jamie. A miracle.
You know, until I met Jamie, I never really thought about being a dad. He used to sit on my lap with his PJs and his little feety things, and he'd look up at me like I was his hero. Of course, it didn't hurt that my bedtime stories were better than the Brothers Grimm.
You'll be a wonderful father.
Well, if it's not in the cards,
I don't know if I should even risk asking you this, but have you thought about adoption?
We've just been so caught up in this fertility treatment stuff.
Well, it's something that, I investigated for myself back then because I wanted a child. It didn't matter where it came from. I just wanted a baby, loving a baby.
To give a piece of yourself to another life?
Yeah, that's all it's about.
I'm just so tired, of the frustration and the waiting.
Well, adoption can be just as frustrating as being on the fertility cycle, but if it works.
You got a family.
There was a young girl who came by the shelter, and she was in her last trimester. She was about 8 months pregnant, and she asked if I could recommend an adoption agency. And I did, one in Center City, and it happens to be run by a former schoolmate of mine. And if you would like to get in touch, I would be more than happy to help you.
Thank you. Thanks, Brooke. I will. I better go back and see Maria.